From the dusty street of Ikasi to the dusty fields of Selokshini, busy after the Skumba, I'm talking your off-season tournaments of Sekasi, from Tembisa to Alexander, Springs to Davidton, Katlehong to Foslo, DK to Mdeni, you name them, with Louis Pencil, Skatulo, Mushishili on the spy too, Sispete Zonke, Ubumnandi Betiskila Sepukun.
Go tswa ka pego ya bophirima ka garampa gauteng ke bolela ka mang sa bolela ka mana wa ka thamena mena cheko skoma samantariana the gushi bag dribbling wizard ke moshedi wa ka mane ke na blue tick ma 11 1-1 kona el professori phasa kanjani o tunisile professor
Exeke monga umongameli kasi football. Welcome to another episode of Usepentshini nomonga bumnandi bediskila sebuqwini. Vandag we out here I-World Cup Midrand 1685 sikwelinye ipozi but i-Uhuru Lounge khona live Freedom Drive. So vandag we talking Snekeneke. So I have the two coaches from Tsalanang nayo ke ADT. So when aploma na uplome khona as in cover the two coaches ngibabeke penchini. Asam to another episode of Usepentshini nomonga bumnandi bediski lasebuqwini. Vandag we out here Midrand 1685 I-World Park with a place called Uhuru Lounge. So if ufana nabanye awukazi waploma epenchini, so make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Usepentshini nomonga, and most importantly follow us on all social media platforms at Usepentshini nomonga. So vandag I have the guys that decides who sits on the bench nomonga. We're talking Snekeneke. So I have the two coaches that went all the way to the final. Next to me Mzamo Xavi of ADT, and then I have Ntlasa of Tsalanang, also known as Molototsi. But thank you very much for making time. Otherwise, Nikrent. Starting from you, Xavi, Snekeneke. It's obviously one of the biggest tournaments. Gauteng, right? A small team like ADT. How was the experience?
Angazi not a small team.
Yeah, no, I'm saying a small team in the sense of you're not like the oldest team 5-10 years, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm saying that the experience for a fairly young team, maybe an experience.
No, young team. First of all, it's thank you for the invite.
Sure.
Second year to participate with Snake.
Yeah.
And Iran nakona uthola invite awungena ngeni
Axino Mabani. Sure.
Part of the criteria ukuthi last year this year bekumele ukuze uthole invite this year kumele win at least the first round.
Sure.
Ungene ku top 16 which we did last year.
From the previous one.
From the previous.
Oh, okay, sure.
The previous one 2021.
Yeah.
So last year sinokwe gula 16 ngama penalty.
Sure.
So we got the invite this year. It's a great tournament, as you said.
Yeah.
One of the best in Gauteng by a long shot. Sure. Great experience, well organized.
Yeah.
Business.
Sure.
Everything is proper.
Sure.
So I can probably speak for most teams.
Yeah.
They all want to be part of their tournament later.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And on your side, coach, the champions, congratulations. And how was the experience? Was it your first time or your second time?
No, thank you, bro. Thanks for the invite also.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it was the first time, yes.
Yeah.
Leo and I we got the team arena.
Yeah.
Then we got an invite from Usoli, Brasol, was at Tsalanang.
Yeah.
So because he saw us like playing a tournament, then we impressed him.
Yeah,
That's where he said, okay, guys, it's better if I use your team. Go Snekeneke. Though Lena, I was so excited because we never at least didn't jam exposure, but just at least at least, but sorry, yeah. So it was a great tournament though.
Great tournament.
Yeah.
Xavi, for someone who not in the team, Mzamo from a Sky background, so that for someone who's like, hey, you need ADT. Mzamo give us a background of which Isugava when it was established, and who are some of the players that played for your team previously?
Dakulu, the moment abantu babone ADT, they're thinking armed response, the security company. And whereas Tina, we adopted that name based on what Mena, Ekaslani Alente.
Sure.
So it's actually Alente Dream Team.
Yeah.
It's more in the slogan that says Visa Team.
Yeah.
So for example, if maybe team Molototsi win, mele babize thina ukuze sozama ukusolva leyo issue. Team fere ngicale namajita umuntu ofana noVimbi, the keeper uKaka, Evan, abantu ukuthi ngicale nabo elasi introduce khona intwana efana nakumshasha up until sofika la sikhona manje yabo yibo abantu ukuthi ngicale nabo and they're still part of the team.
Yeah. And on your side is Molototsi, when it was established, who are the maybe members of the team?
Team I started like last year, 2021.
Yeah.
2021, that's when we started to form a team. But for us to form a team, like we realized, no man, we've been supporting teams outside now, like with the Rock, because I once played there. We like team of choice, and we saw that man, it's better we form our own team. Because there's these guys, a group of guys coming from my village. They actually said, okay, it's fine. How about we start this, like the likes of Norman, Dr. Masugame, Jamela, because the co-founder. So that's where we recruited these guys. We took some of the players from other teams though. I'm not shy about that, my friend. we recruited them. Then the likes of Ebola, Figo. That's when we started our team. Then we started like slowly, he knows. And in 2025, I don't want to lie. Then there was a time where I started to I decided to you know what,
it's not easy.
I'm just letting it go. I'm not. But this man, ish, you know.
And I know that at some point you guys played together, right? Now that you're coaches, how's the relationship? Maybe do you share some of your experiences? Or Nisatipana, here's the formation, this is what works, and all of that. Now that you're coaches, once you previously once played as a teammate.
Okay. I don't want to lie to you, Ngare. For me to be a coach is because of him. Because each and every time when I play, I phone him. Each and every time when I play like the teams outside Soweto, outside like Kamunda Tembis, then I phone him because I know at least to have the tournament at the buy. So into the buy, and I learned from him because he started before me as a coach. So the relationship, to be honest, it's quite good.
Let me put you on the spot, Sean. Going to the final, playing against him, what was going through your mind? You playing against out here?
Actually, even before Speyaro final, when they won their first game and we won our first game, this thing started entering our mind. It's possible. We can meet in the final. And when we won the second game, the third game, then everyone started saying, Eva, it's possible. Remember, just to give a background, as you said, we've played together, Guma Team I2, formerly in Dolphin. We played together with Liverpool. Before Nazo move, I-World the Rock. I then went back to Dolphin. So we played together. We've always had a great relationship. As you say, before I make money, we'll exchange ideas. Look, as much credit as he's giving me, Nama can say the very same thing about him. He's helped me a lot. He's made me a better coach. To get back to the question, when we realized it's possible, then we started talking with Daniel, let's push, without putting ourselves under pressure. When I picture, I think we uploaded. That was taken, I think,
before the final.
Before the final,
maybe an hour, 30 minutes. So we're busy talking there with Tesh. In fact, we've made it. And I was there to support Amakemo. He was there to support me.
Vice versa.
I was shocked, man. When we were playing in River Park, the whole of Molototsi were supporting.
Was running behind him.
And after the game, he celebrated as if on my shares. And it gave that another love, you know. So when we play, when we were talking, for me it was like whether winner Molototsi, I'm never gonna refer to them as Tsalanang.
I'm sure Molototsi.
Whether winning Molototsi or winning ADT, for me it was like if I had my way, this is a share. This was Tata half, and then of the entire 270,000, and then whoever wins will get the trophy and the gold medal. But that's how deep the relationship is. So I never saw it as a Namaj, it's not a rivalry.
Yeah.
It's good for football.
Yeah.
Other people will see it as a rivalry, but for me, it will never be a rivalry.
Yeah. Now, going there for the first time, preparing for a tournament like this, and I'm saying, you know, it's one of the biggest. I'm saying one of the biggest prize money, and the teams that are playing there, you get all the best teams that's out there playing there. For the first time as Molototsi, going there, was it ever in your mind to say, oh, we'll go all the way to the final?
No, I couldn't say our intention was to go to the final.
Yeah.
But our intention was to go to make sure that we keep the status.
Sure.
Tsalanang. That's our main aim. Or okay, it's fine because this guy gave us an opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's make sure okay, it's fine. What we can retain for him, go keep us status aside at least even next season.
Yeah.
Or next year, then
sure.
At least are a part of it. I started to see, okay, it's fine.
It's possible.
It's possible.
We can go all the way.
We can go all the way.
Yeah. And now talking about going all the way, your first game, you won it 2-1, right? What was going through your mind preparing for that game? And also from your side, you know, typically what happens at auction is that when you go to the biggest tournament, you start reinforcing, you start looking for players. Was that part of the plans with your technical team going into this tournament saying, because now, China, all you want to do is to save Ntlasa of Molototsi. You guys, how did you prepare for the first match that you won 2-1?
Unfortunately, on our first game, I wasn't around.
On the bench, yeah.
But I was helping the guys, even though I wasn't at Tsalanang.
Yeah.
Our preparation, to be honest, started way back.
Yeah.
2-3 months back.
Yeah.
And we started to compete around here.
Yeah.
Then that's said, okay, it's fine because we got an opportunity to go and participate outside.
Yeah.
So okay, it's fine. If we can start building our team. Participating here, then it means going that side that we won't have a problem.
Sure.
Even that enforcement, I think we've added with 2 because you know my players.
Yeah.
Even though you want some.
Yeah.
But, I reinforced with 1 or 2 players.
Yeah.
That added in my team. Then the rest of the players then is the ones that I was using around.
Yeah. Sure. Now in your case, Xavi, you get drawn against you first.
Yeah.
You know Zizo, you know you first. But as much as you know you first, you never predict their lineup. Because in every tournament, they go get around all the best players. You played against them, you won 2-1. Preparing for you first, Begunjan, and then who did you have in your team? Just to help the usual squad that you put together in any other tournament.
I think as Ntlasa said, going into our tournaments, you have to prepare in advance. If you're gonna start chopping and changing, you're gonna have problems.
Sure.
Nati, we went in with our usual guys, the guys that have been with us for the last 4 months.
Sure.
As you said, EU first. You never know who's coming EU first. You can never
predict lineup.
But one thing is constant. They'll always go for the cream. So we knew good they're gonna keep the ball. We knew good they're gonna be comfortable and knock it around. So our plan was simple for them. We go to fine. Let's give them that respect when they've got the ball, especially in their half. We'll just watch them block our channels, block Honkama passage. When we win the ball, we must quickly turn it around. And they took the lead. I think he came here you first. We won it off the bench because as soon as we made 2 subs, that is when we got 2 quick goals. And then after that, we were all over them. We could have buried them. But And then you go into the last 16. You play against Komora, and you know going into a tournament before anything we Kamale team and who has played for the team previously, and then those that would know Komora will tell you most of the ex-professional players played for Komora. You go to beat them 2-1. How was that game?
I didn't even think about them. What I could do or say is to if my team is well prepared, then there's nothing.
Irrespective of opponent,
irrespective of Nagi. So Nagi was about if he team if he can allow me to score first, then I get love. You
went on the way.
So Komora, it's ever very big inside the pitch. Inside the field. So it wasn't much spectacular about them. Though, but I feel like
A good game.
Time, the second half, last 10 to 15 minutes.
Sure.
Towards the end of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
But to be honest, Nagiri, we are going to
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why you managed to give a job.
Yeah. And I was looking at the ADT because from the round of 16 up to the final, I'm a penalty. No, when I still played football, I remember I played with my man from first round to the final. So I win a penalty until we won the grand prize. So in your case now, Tashavi, you concede less, you don't score a goal, you go to penalties. When as a coach, when you look back and you do your analysis, ubonan.
Look, if you recall in your first game, as I said, we came from behind. We had to win the game from the bench.
Yeah.
Same thing against these two Soweto.
Yeah.
They scored first. We still had to make some power subs.
Yeah.
Sabuye came in.
Sure.
Unfortunately, Ngala came there with net.
Yeah.
Second half,
Yeah, it was muddy, Jeda.
Yeah, it was very, very muddy.
Yeah.
We couldn't enforce a game plan or a strategy. So there was no other way we could do. We just had to hope for a chance.
Sure.
They came, but Magna Mans, it can go other way.
Sure.
Look, we had the best goalkeeper, voted the
goalkeeper of the tournament. Yeah.
So we knew not to go. Okay, if we struggle to score, then we don't concede.
Yeah.
We stand a 75% chance of going through.
Sure.
75 is better than 51.
Sure. Yeah. And on your case as well, Xavi, I was talking to Cream the other day. What yo tamonga? Hey, bas dribblile labantu. So obviously going to Soweto playing against him, Klapi team efane River Park. You know for sure good hey bazolgibela. Miyabo, in that case, what do you tell your boys, particularly who packed there bayalgibela nenzani as a team?
Mawudlala nabantu abathi bayalgibela.
Sure.
The most important thing ukuvala ama passage is to switch on.
Yeah.
Some people dribble for no reason.
For sure.
Other people dribble to create space.
Yeah.
So with River Park, we just have to watch Jicho, Nototi, Bayenzi Kappa. It doesn't 18 loud.
Sure.
So we just watch.
It doesn't cause any harm on your side. Yeah.
Mabaluina. Masiwina Saltata Salafela Gutu Guslanda Yenus Chicho 1-on-1.
Yeah.
We cross, we score a goal.
Sure.
Now they realize good we mean business.
Yeah.
Now they have to start getting out of their comfort zone. Yeah. Now to remember, it's not only them about Kulkibela.
Sure.
That's Nabantabal Kibela, but we've got discipline.
Sure.
We know what Sigmelesil Kibela Gupi, and for what purpose.
Yeah.
So going to that game River Park, you could see on Facebook and everywhere.
Yeah.
I think we were given as much a chance as Leicester City was given when they won the league.
Yeah.
We were not given much of a chance. But
to the
Cape River Park. But the guys have been playing together for a long while. Experience a
Sure.
So we allowed them to appease the crowd.
Sure.
And then they realized good that this is in Spanish.
Sure.
By the time I was in Spanish, just like that.
Coach, you were saying off camera that the last two games before the final, Team Gala and Tricky Boys, will tell Ababa easy. A penalty. tell us about those two games, and particularly, once you win against the Team Gala, you're like, I'm in the last four. What's going through your mind? The players. But just telling how much game I took because now we're winning a penalty.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Sure.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. I was just talking.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. All the games that we played.
Yeah.
They were tough, including the final. But coming back to game, Team Gala.
Sure.
Team Gala, I saw them playing against the Rock.
Yeah.
And I realized that you know what? Actually, the Rock should have won that game.
Yeah.
Easily.
Sure.
But they didn't utilize their chances.
Yeah.
So I told my boys, you know what? The simple thing that you can do, because I know that we have big guys up front. Sure. So but if you can load them to Ebola and Figo, then I'm telling you that we're going to get a goal. But once we get a goal, there's no that they could come back. They won't even score. Because I know even my defense it's
solid. Solid. Now you play Tricky Boys. What were your analysis, and then what was the game plan going to the last four? And psychologically, that
was final before final.
Final
before final.
Sure.
Those guys, I think they've created more than 5 chances.
Yeah.
First half.
Sure.
They should have scored. I don't want to lie. Ngada about it with my Tiaga was pan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only outing where the best strike it work yeah.
Got tricky boys.
Yeah, got tricky boys.
Yeah.
I think that guy again I was in Arab lady that day.
Yeah.
But Ndimo na Lemauti ya Verega.
Mauta Verega go grounding.
Yeah.
Go grounding.
Yeah, Masola Gaspar. It's a Masola Burundi.
Okay. I know. Okay, I know Xavi has something to say with regards to the Ayaspan.
Yeah.
No. I hear you. But now, if you look back into the tournament, who are some of the players that you'd say? I know that the whole team, but who are some of the players that you'd say from your team they stood out? And these are some of the teams that personally, I mean, in this match, I would have voted XYZ as my man of the match, or those players that you say they carried the team throughout the tournament.
I will just mention 3.
Yeah.
Shkombelo.
Your goalkeeper. Yeah.
I would say it's Buddha.
Sure.
As our central defender.
Sure.
And also our attacking big man,
Ebola.
Yeah.
Those were players that you think that they played a very important role in you guys going all the way. Yeah. Now in your case, Xavi, it's a clear indication that most of the individual awards came from your team. You have Vucheki as the goalkeeper of the tournament.
Yeah.
We have Vutugutu, player of the tournament, and then you have Ubongo Smabas as the top goal scorer.
Yeah.
What can you say about those 3 players and the contribution that they made?
Yeah. I think Jackie was excellent from game 1.
Yeah.
Throughout. I think it was very close between Ian and Notu.
Yeah.
For player of the tournament.
Sure.
Some guys also had great impact. Tumutofana Noraba.
Sure.
The left back.
Yeah.
The captain Goss.
Sure.
He had a great tournament. Gijo, Cabello. So actually the whole team was switched on. It's just that Guma individual award, it's individual.
Yeah.
But the guys were really switched on.
Sure.
For me, it would be a little bit unfair, would say,
to sing it out.
to start singing out Amachita. Even the team spirit, Amachita Sepenchi, everyone that was with the team, it was positive. But we felt, would say, no, we deserve to be. We deserved what we got. Actually.
Sure. Yeah. Tell us about Ucheki. I know me angene ground in there. Hey, abashota, kungenu drive away pass. Hey, well, obviously because of how he looks and all of that, and you know how supporters can be a Lokshini, and I know maybe last 4 because Atolama supporter Uti, they are rooting for him. Ucheki,
you know when Jackie came through to the team, Beguvin was number 1, and then there's Neo as well. So Jackie comes through, he realizes that the competition is tough, and then he says to me, Tashavi, I want to win 2 tournaments for you, and then I am going to retire. So I'm like, okay, Jackie, just be patient, you'll get your turn. So he's been very, very patient.
Sure.
And then when the opportunity came, it's like he wanted to prove that point. I told you, Guti, I'll take you to Canaan, to the promised land.
Sure.
And I'll be honest, Nami, myself, he surprised me.
And how he performed,
How he performed. Not only Gusnege, even prior
to Snake.
He started showing what he belongs. Also shy span.
Sure.
He was shy Lucheki span.
Yeah.
You know, I've played against Dana during my playing days as well. He's always been big.
Is he that old to play now? Or are you that young?
But I look like Bafana Labo. Sure. So Jake is now mid-30s.
Sure.
Which he has as for a goalkeeper. It's the right age.
They mature as they get older.
Age, So Jake, obviously, it's a bit of a disadvantage. As you said, the bus driver.
Sure.
Or in. But he'll surprise.
Because I saw Abukam and Abuvin and Abu's Tufuza. But this is Doodless Flex.
He had a great tournament.
Sure.
Very.
Your goalkeeper as well, Ntlasa. Patibega Vimba Wasani. But Xavi jokingly said to him, what can you tell us about Shikombelo? Tell us about him and the role that he played.
Experience?
Sure.
because he's been playing for quite some time.
Yeah.
Popularia, the penalty, I think, against Tricky Boys.
Tricky Boys, yeah.
He stood up that guy. They like 2 penalties.
Yeah.
2 consecutive penalties.
Yeah.
You know, I was saying, hey, I couldn't believe. You know,
Sure.
I couldn't believe the way he was saving those penalties.
Yeah.
Even Xavi, when he called me and say, man, do you really believe this guy is got 2 hands?
Yeah, it's
I said, no, I do believe it.
Yeah.
Since Nagamoze,
Yeah.
we know like
Got
we're good.
He flies, ne?
Yeah.
He flies.
Yeah, and now we're going to
Sure.
in our team.
Yeah.
And that's why I said like he's the one alone Gary. He stood up.
Sure.
Again, I decided to the final.
Yeah.
Get the first prize.
Sure. Xavi, on your side, Bayal Kibela Ngada. You have Utugutugu, who was voted player of the tournament, the role that was played by Utugutugu. And also, when I as a coach, you mentioned Tuguchi, Utito no Lona Labashai Kappa on their own half. When as a coach, what is the instruction in terms of players that are skillful? That's 1. 2, good tournament SO, to encourage it to happen in terms of the team structure, or Mega Yenza, what is the instruction that you give to a player like Utugutugu?
Yeah, you know, if you have creative players, the likes of Utugu, the moment is only meter, it means you are eliminating whatever you can bring.
Sure, to the team.
To the team.
Yeah, yeah.
So with me, it's very simple. The instruction is very simple. You are allowed to do what you want to do in a safe environment.
Sure.
Not a good danger zone. Not where we don't have somebody that can rectify a mistake or
yeah.
It's very rare with Umtole Ayenza as a last man.
Yeah.
Every time it does, it'll probably be on the side to create space, to create movement. Every time we do Gabambi ball and starts rounding or starts dancing on the ball, then there's a lot of movement. We cause that distraction.
And I guess, sorry to cut you, and I guess your players understands Lento Mega is good. What should happen thereafter?
Yes, because you can't ever go to Gaba 11.
Sure.
If you watch it in is probably 1 or 2 guys that are given the freedom to have so much time on the ball because we believe good creativity.
Sure.
The moment the strikers know they need to start
moving.
But on some center back, and then we'll have a 3rd man run.
Yeah.
And if we do it right, most of the time we do get it right. We know there's a goal coming.
Yeah.
So there's no limitations to what he shouldn't do it. Whenever he feels like he wants to do it, he's allowed to do it. The rest of us as Pagati, Medesim Kate, defensively, in front of him we need to create the space lazy so that the other person can come through.
Sure. Coach, my favorite player, Molototsi, there's a guy called Uchan Madibofa, plays centrally. It needs you to understand football to see how good the player is. That's 1. And I'm saying him because, you know, usually you would find that there's so many skillful players and you must be exceptionally good to play in that role. That's 1. 2, Uipola. I've watched him many times. Tell us about Ipola as well.
Okay, Jan.
Yeah.
He was playing for team
Amapiano from Pretoria, ne?
Yeah. So
okay. Yeah.
So after game, then I said, no, okay, it's fine. This guy is good. I think I got the space with him.
Sure.
Because
centrally. Yeah.
Most of the time, maybe I can just go in and do my things.
Sure. When again? Okay.
So my okay, it's fine. Let me give this boys a chance. That's why I recruited him. Then he agreed.
Yeah.
To come into the team.
Sure.
It's very, very special.
Yeah, no, it's a special player.
Special.
Yeah.
Very special. He could just get too much, especially when going forward with the forward passes.
Sure.
Because now probably I believe too much into like route 1. Again, like Xavi, like the dribbling players.
Yeah, and of course you played for the Rock, so it's understandable.
Yeah. I believe too much into direct football.
Yeah.
So is going to load too much, like
Sure.
when it comes to actually get second balls.
Yeah.
That start to load towards Ebola and
Yeah.
Figo or Ebola and Lukaku.
Sure.
Then comes break, then he always there.
For second ball, yeah.
So you have team like Konoti or what.
Sure.
So Ebola at that point.
Yeah.
It's very good.
No.
It's very, very good at Germany.
Sure.
Very good. So
Yeah.
having in my team, totally legally proud, to be honest.
Yeah.
Give a proud at that point.
Sure.
It's very good. I say you're in my team. So you get to go watch man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
one day he tried like to dribble me, but I understand.
Oh, nanya konga iball. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I said no way.
Now-
Relax.
Yeah.
That boy is very special.
Sure.
That's all I can say.
Yeah. Sure.
It is helping us a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Xavi, and this question is directed to the both of you. Now, you mentioned that you once tried to join ball. You know, tournament road. You know, there's good players that will sit and watch and say, "Who last 8? So join a lab. Who last 4? So join a lab." You had Uneo in your team. That he came through to help you.
Yeah.
I don't know on your side. I saw UEFA playing for your team as well. You know, in terms of reinforcement, do you say because Uskobe is available, or because Ukarabo is available, or because Umonga is available, come to my team? Or do you look at a team and assess and say, I need that person because he's going to bring what I do not have in my team? What do you look at when, as Xavi, to say, this is who I want to bring into your team?
No, obvious. You know, I always think if you are a coach,
Yeah.
On a team, maybe I'm actually I 15.
Yeah.
And what say you want to reinforce and more reinforce, you bring like 7 guys.
Yeah.
Then you don't have a team. If you reinforce, you have to go and make sure good Lomuntomleta team is going to really make a difference. Because ungenza nomuntu angenzi difference,
Yeah.
then lama player wakho loyal, they'll feel betrayed ukuthi are we not good enough for
Yeah.
the sudden because it's a 200,000 rands tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with Uneo offers a different dimension to
Yeah.
what I have.
Sure.
Which is why we went for him. To say come through, we know your quality. And
Yeah.
he gave us exactly
What you needed. Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah. And on your side, coach?
Yeah, Lena gets about this what Xavi is saying now.
Yeah.
Teaming or Nyaga or Wali team. There's no need of at least to like go to tournament. You can
Yeah.
take 4 or 5 players.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Because well now teaming I think the Edilega UEFA.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello the Canadian tournament day 1, then know what happened.
Yeah, I can confirm. Yeah.
So that boy he will easily one of my players, but okay fine. I need a wing. So
Yeah.
I can take players on.
Players on, yeah.
Because if I can check in my team, I don't have such player or what.
Yeah.
So okay fine. That boy he brought UEFA. Then he did good.
Yeah.
Good.
Sure. Yeah. And for someone who's at home watching this now, or mhlambe a young coach or a young team that would say, now I'm at some point I'd want to go compete with Snake, Philly, whichever tournament there is. What are the logistics that goes into putting together a team? 1, 2, managing the players, because now me having played football myself, I know I'm a player namanga. I'm a player Tandimali, I'm a player with disciplines. You can maybe share your sentiments with regards to that. But what's important is that you share what does it take to put together a team and go compete in the bigger tournament.
Yeah, in terms of obviously is finance.
Sure.
As much as we can beat about the bush.
Yeah.
If Zaga, it's very rare that you can have a team that competes everywhere.
Yeah.
Zaga to
Sure.
try and lure out the right quality.
Yeah.
And remember, the player Rajabaya reconsider his quality.
Yeah.
Winner. So if you go into a tournament like Snagi, you win your first game, you win your second game. As a coach, you start receiving the phone calls.
From the players calling you?
Players.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, they start phoning or Grootman.
Yeah.
Available if you need help.
Yeah.
They're available if you need help. But
Yeah.
you and as a coach, obviously, you need to have a backbone.
Yeah.
You need to trust the process
Sure.
that you've been building up until the tournament.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, if you are going to take every player
Yeah.
that wants to come through to your team,
Yeah.
it means you don't trust the soldiers that have fought battles with you and have lost. So you need to
Find the
tread
balance.
cautiously
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Or okay, this I need, this I don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very important. Obviously, we play for money. We all want to win. We all want money. Money
Yeah.
makes a difference.
Sure.
Forget who says what.
Yeah.
Money makes a
Yeah.
difference.
So in your side in Ntlasa, putting together a team, and what are some of the challenges that you encounter building up to Snake or any other tournament for that matter?
Yeah, very new good idea.
Nyuko kinyo. But to clip. Oh, apart from the two clip. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think they were to prepare a team.
Yeah.
So I'm not even tell you, okay, it's fine, we're going to play Snake next week.
Yeah.
And we start now.
Now, yeah,
Then
yeah.
we have to, like, what's the region now, just to prepare team. Okay, it's fine. The more guy, more Togala, or at least I can beef up, I can add.
Yeah.
At least we're a competitive team.
Sure. We need 70,000 Snekeneke ADTs everywhere now. Where to from here for ADT? That's one. Two, mhlambe your objective as a team to say this is what we aim to achieve, apart from trying to compete in all these tournaments and winning them. But what are your objectives as a team?
Actually, when we started out the team,
Yeah.
remember the objective was to expose Lentwana Lazy in all these big tournaments. That's why you'll find ADT affiliates almost of all of these big tournaments. I'm talking 100,000 tournaments upwards when it's a big tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll find us there. So that Abu Kabelo, Abu Mshasha,
Yeah.
Abu Banana can get exposure
Yeah.
to try and battle APC or NFD. It's strange, you would say now we've got the 70,000. It's only 2 months ago when some of the senior guys said to me, Frotman Yazin, we've been losing a lot, man.
Yeah.
We need to tweak the mandate a little bit. And so on. So we need to start winning so that namachita na wakutale. Some guys work, some don't work.
Yeah.
Now we are a team that plays for money. Whereas previously we go to let's get exposure. Now it's about money, and still it's about exposure for Lentwana Lezo.
Yeah.
I'll give you a nice story now. Kabelo Verratti, your son for vets. Through this tournament, they've been tracking his progress.
Yeah.
And finally,
Shout out to Snake.
Yeah. There's a couple of offers on the table for 3 of our guys. Unfortunately, I can't disclose because I got signed you.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Maybe my sign you, I can text
Disclose
you
and say.
upload and
Sure.
Yeah, so that has been the mandated team. Would say this is where we want to go. But now, when the team starts winning or getting second prize and being out there, you start attracting equality in Tuan, which means all this time, Nati, Masatretele Tuan Lazy, still Melissa's guy exposure. So that 1-2 Atola team and so on. Then I'm a team and a man in general Molototsi. Bazothatha player.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
Smooth.
their best defender. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. Was there a fee that was paid? Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna give them until February.
Yeah.
If I have patali, then we are gonna take him back.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So that's the mandate to see. At least the squads will push her in.
Yeah. Oh, on your side, coach, what's the objective?
As a team.
Yeah.
Actually, when we started this team, really mission and vision.
Yeah.
For Team Arena.
Sure.
But this year, our main aim was to ensure that we affiliate on this big tournament. And ensure at least if you can get 1 or 2,
yeah,
then at least will be good so that it's a lot better.
Yeah.
So, of which we did. one at least.
Yeah.
So and then going forward, it's already because I messaged okay, Molototsi.
Yeah. Yeah.
So still going to affiliate, still going to get some young players who can at least come in and add more group in a wee baller and
yeah. So from your side, coach, 200,000.
Oh.
Iba honest,
honest, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philosophy.
Yeah.
Our main aim once we win a tournament.
Sure.
Every winner new.
Yeah. 100%.
As management, we don't take any.
Hey, actually, by now, Xavi.
No, management, I would say for all.
Yeah. Yeah. Gamajit.
You will get my out then by share.
Sure. Sure.
At least my time.
Yeah.
The one we are gonna. At least the one at least the one motivator.
Yeah.
Or at least work on at least.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Never let us all more and I better high step with you unless security guarantee.
ADT. Yeah. Xavi, in your case, 70,000. What do you do? And like you mentioned, some of the guys are not working. Some of the guys by Hammer the whole weekend. You know, she knows, then come back late, empty-handed. What do you doing at 70,000 in your side?
70,000. So yeah, I think you mandate money if you do lento diski with love.
Yeah.
Not wanting to enrich yourself.
Yeah.
Uzozama ukuthi unakekela amachita.
Sure.
Ba feel appreciated nokuthi babuye.
Yeah.
Babe loyal nokuya. I mean,
sure.
Loyalty is not free.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely not free.
For sure.
So 70,000. I think amachita I share including management.
Yeah.
I think I share 55,000.
Sure.
So 15,000 obviously is to guard ama logistics. Yeah, the team must run. Milesi affiliate ogomanya matona.
Sure.
So now much it understand ukuthi must win it. Can't share 100%. It's fortunately
you don't have deep pockets.
As I see in Sundowns, as I see in Molototsi. So 80% is more than failure.
Sure.
20% will sustain the team.
Sure.
Yeah.
In 2 seconds, coach. From Snekeneke, where can we see Molototsi play again?
I think on the 10th.
Yeah.
Gajala, Cairo.
Sure.
Yeah.
100,000.
Yeah. 100K.
Yeah.
I think another tournament I'm a fellow they have more
2022.
Yeah.
Sure.
No.
Oh, locally.
Like
local.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, because I'm still going home.
Yeah.
I think we have 2 tournaments that we have to participate on.
Sure.
Mwego village in Makakabaje village.
Sure.
Yeah, and another one here, BGT or Kapat.
Yeah.
I think it's 100K.
Sure.
Tournaments that to participate.
Yeah. Sure. Bizani China ADT.
The schedule set for December. December Saturday so lala I-World World Cup.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a sister tournament there, Isnege.
Oh, okay.
Another 200,000 on the table there. And then A4, which is Sunday. So
sure.
Lala Cairo.
Okay.
We are one of the seeded teams. So for us, it's a top 1,600,000.
Sure.
So those are the two tournaments that we've affiliated. We are still exploring Imahlobo.
Soweto. Yeah.
We are still exploring General Skoko, Makakapaje.
Makakapaje ke kai? Oh, hey, ngiyaqala ukuza Makakapaje.
Yeah, manje we 100,000 upwards is calling. It's December. It's to make money.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. ADT on social media abantu mabekufuna bakuthola kanjani?
ADT FC.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
ADT FC.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Sure.
Available.
On your side, coach?
Facebook. Molototsi United FC.
Sure.
And Instagram Molototsi United.
Yeah, because I tried checking you guys. Maybe number page I 20 and Wonka private. But no, guys. No, thank you very much for your time. Good news of Plome Bench. I'm glad you guys are familiar on the bench. But thank you very much for making time. And from me, and I'm saying I wish ADT and Molototsi all the best moving forward. hopefully sazohlangana via siplome benchini and talk more success stories yabo. So ngiyabonga kakhulu. So that was another episode of Usepenchini Nomonga. Like Ngishilo, remember to follow us on all social media platforms at Usepenchini Nomonga, and most importantly, like us and subscribe on our YouTube channel Usepenchini Nomonga, and you shout instructions from the comment section. Uchelgu tufunu kubona bani, uthandani, and all of that. Elamika makimonga, monga melukasi football. Signing out from Uhuru Lounge. Sanghembe, shui, nomtekala.
Oh,